Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at, oh, I'm the jerk moment. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. What's your name? I asked. Shara. Trying to be playful. Oh, so like Sarah with a lisp. I have a lisp. My name is Sarah. Oh my gosh, it's the worst when this happens, man. You know when someone says a joke and they don't mean it to be offensive, but it actually offends that one person because it's like pretty specific and that person fits in with that joke, and then it's just like, oh no. I blamed my fart on a mentally challenged boy in 5th grade. Yeah, you're the jerk. You are the jerk. I was in the army, making fun of a guy, said he couldn't even get a medal for something in the Special Olympics. He then pointed out his daughter was in the Special Olympics. I profusely apologized, and he accepted, but it still keeps me awake at night. Like this is the thing, you know, like, you know, it's not meant to be that serious, but then it becomes serious. I was making fun of an old guy I'd seen outside of school at a basketball tournament to some friends in the locker room. Turned out to be the dad of one of the guys I was talking to. You bad-mouth someone to your friend, but that's actually your friend's dad. Oh no. I developed a pretty serious drinking problem, and in one day everyone finally had enough. I got fired, kicked out of my apartment, disowned by my friends and my family. I was left utterly alone and homeless, with $2,000 and a 1986 Volvo station wagon. It was coordinated between everyone in my life, and it hurt. But I wouldn't take any of it back for the world. Things are far better now, but that was the sort of life event that is supposed to change you, and I let it do so for the better. I'm just so glad that they became better, that's all. In early high school, late 90s. So, if you got a girl's number, it was the house number. I called a girl's house and her dad answered. She was out, but I noticed his speech was a bit slow and slurred. Next day at school, I mentioned I had called and asked if her dad had been drinking. Well, it turned out he didn't drink much since his stroke. Still feel awful about that. Oh. It's not his fault, you know? He was just curious, that's all. For years, I used the same thing happened to me line whenever someone opened up to me, instead of just shutting up and listening to them. But yeah, working on it. Oh my gosh, that's the worst thing to ever say when someone's opening up to you. Really? Like someone's telling you their problems? You're just supposed to be there to listen to them. Okay, you're just supposed to be there to listen. You're just supposed to listen. You're not there to make it about you, you know? Don't do this, please. Don't try to one-up their story, okay? I mean, I know they're working on it, but like, this is like the worst thing ever. Someone I hadn't talked to in years came up to me and started telling me about how they haven't been doing that good lately, and that they found out they have cancer. Well, I was at work and only half paying attention, so after he stopped talking, I said, "That's good." Haven't seen him since. Oh my gosh. This is the worst one, you know? Oh, that's so sad because that person is gonna be like, oh, even you're not listening? When I was 16, I worked in a retail store and was in charge of the fitting room. You see people come in and out so much that you sometimes don't pay too close attention. A woman walked in with a preteen kid, so I pointed towards the lady's side. I only side glanced and saw her kid was wearing a baseball cap with the head lowered and really baggy clothes. I immediately assumed the kid was a boy and pointed towards the men's side. They looked super awkward and uncomfortable before the mother corrected me and said, "She's my daughter." I apologized profusely, and the mum decided to nag her by saying, "See? With the clothes you wear, people think you're a boy." I felt even more terrible that I put her in this weird conversation with her mum. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, it's not their fault, okay? It's the mom's fault in all of this, okay? Just accept your kid the way they are. Just accept that they want to wear some, you know, baggy clothes and a snapback, okay? One day while I was walking on the street, some kids kicked a ball in my direction. I was going to pass it back, but I thought one of the kids closer would just get it. I decided to keep walking. I looked back at the kid and I could see the look of disappointment on his face. I felt like the biggest jerk on the planet for a few days. I still feel bad thinking about it. Oh my gosh, this is the type of thing I'd overthink about, you know? Like, I'd be like, oh wait, Yeah, I can kick the ball. Oh wait, the kid's coming to get it. You know what? He can get the ball. Oh wait, but what if he doesn't get it? Oh wait. That's the kind of thing I think about, man. Man, this stresses me out. Broke up with my first girlfriend who was really attached to me just by ignoring her. I feel so bad. So he basically ghosted her. Nah, that's the worst, man. You break up with someone by ignoring them? Like, they don't even get any closure, so they don't even know what happened? Come on, be mature about it. Every time my kid asks to try what I'm eating, I always say that it's spicy and he won't like it, so I don't have to share. Oh my gosh, that's smart. Honestly, that's smart. Told a girl I liked her accent and asked where she was from. She told me she had a speech impediment. Oh, well that's not too bad because you said you liked the way that she talked, you know? So I think she's gonna take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? Because I feel like she could have been insecure about her speech, right? But then you were like, oh my gosh, I like the way you talk so much. Like, isn't this a good thing? You know, like you're not the jerk at all. I think you made her day. About 20 years ago, I had some friends over for a party. At some point, a girl spilled her drink all over my keyboard and the keys got stuck and it didn't work. Somehow, I got irrationally angry. She tried to apologize, but I judged the effort too feeble. I tried to clean the keyboard, swearing aloud, which made her miserable. I finally slapped a big out of order notice on the keyboard right next to her. She got fed up and left, walking in the snow to her home 5 kilometers away. When my friends just stared at me silently, I realized how big of a jerk I was. I ran after her and got her to return. We've been married for 9 years now. Oh, that was the start of the love story. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised they even got together, man. Oh wow, that's interesting. I mean, it's so good that he owned up to his mistake, you know? I think that's what got her to like him, maybe. Because he knew he was in the wrong and he apologized like straight after. Nice. I honked my horn at a car that stopped and blocked the road, only for a really old frail woman to slowly get out and very slowly get across to a food shop. This was during the last lockdown and was probably the only way she could get food. I still lie awake wishing I could say sorry, but it wasn't possible. Man, why do we always feel bad for old people? Even though they do the wrong things, why do we still feel bad? You know, like she was in the wrong, obviously, but like reading that she was really old and she slowly walked across just makes me feel sad for some reason. Every time I get angry at my mum. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you feel guilty about it, I hope. I mean, yeah. I feel like sometimes we just get angry at our parents over like little things and it's not even much, you know? As a kid, I'm talking as a kid. You know, because as a kid you don't know better and you don't think your parents love you. You know what I mean? Like you think they hate you and that's why you act that way. But once you grow up, you realize how much they have sacrificed for you. But as a kid, you don't know that. You only know that when you're becoming an adult and you're like, wow, they were so selfless. They did everything for me and I just didn't know. My girlfriend recently dumped me. Looking around my room and seeing all the things they bought me and being reminded of all the things they did for me and then noticing I hardly did anything in return. Man, that's sad. That's like a one-sided relationship then. At high school, a friend of mine was a foreign exchange student from Italy and her parents were at the ceremony. I went up to them and just shouted, "Hi, I love Italians." Huh? When I told the hairdresser that I don't like my haircut as a kid. Oh, they told them after they got the haircut? Whoa. I feel like most people, even if they don't like it, they just walk out and they're like, "Thank you, I love it, thank you." You know? Oh my gosh. This kid was like, "You made me look like this, I hate it." My buddy wanted to set me up with a new coworker of his. I got to his apartment early and started getting drunk with his roommate. He called and said they were going to be late. He said she's a bigger girl, don't mention her weight. He had told me this previously as well. By the time they showed up, I was pretty drunk and I wanted to make a good impression. I said, "You're not nearly as fat as I said you were." She turned around and fled. I mean, he was trying to be nice, but like, that just came out wrong. When you fight with a friend over something, leave, then realize they were right. Yeah. Oops, a big oop. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.